Welcome to this short presentation of the MachiningCloud add-in. In this presentation, I'm going to show you how to export information from Esprit to MachiningCloud and how to use this information to generate the proper tool for your job. Then I'll show you how to import back into Esprit. The first step is to make sure the MachiningCloud add-in is running. Go into Esprit and into Tools, Add-in, and make sure the MachiningCloud Connect add-in is started up. Now, go to File. You have two options: open a MachiningCloud job and send to MachiningCloud. In order to do that, we are going to select a simple part and create a pocket feature. This pocket feature will generate a lot of pockets. I'm going to select them all and send that information to MachiningCloud. Go to File and Send to MachiningCloud. What this does is asks me to save an XML file that contains all of the information, which I will go ahead and do. The next step is to switch to the MachiningCloud app. This is what the MachiningCloud app looks like. Go to Job, Job Management, and create a new job. A job is the current project you're working on. I'm going to name the job. Here you can choose the workpiece material. On the top, you have different tabs, so for instance, in the tool list, you will see all the tools that you have generated. In the feature list, you can import features directly from Esprit, and that's exactly what we are going to do right now. Let's import the XML file we just saved. Now we can see everything we see inside Esprit. Now the cool thing is that we can use all of this info to generate the proper tool for this job. I'm going to select this pocket and double-click. You can see that it automatically opens a tool advisor with the proper settings. Like here, it's a closed pocket. You can always tweak these values to set everything up just the way you want it. In this case, I'll press Continue knowing that this value is coming directly from Esprit. Here I'm going to choose the two-tool strategy because I want a roughing tool and a finishing tool. You can see here I have two tabs. I'm going to go to the Roughing tab to select my tool. And here, what I want to do, I kind of have an idea of what I want to use. So I will go in there to Cutting Diameter. And I know that I want to use a diameter of 0.75. So I'm going to filter by these kinds of tools, so that I only get a certain amount of tools. I'm going to use the first one. Then I go to the second tab, Finish Wall and Floor, and here I could do the same and choose a tool that fits my needs exactly. The first one is probably the best, as it is the one Kennametal is recommending for this job. So I'm going to save this one. I will then add this tool to my job. Now we can see that I'm back in my job. The tools appear here in the Feature tab under the feature I've selected, and also in the tool list. At this point, I'm ready to send this information back to Esprit. So I'm going to go back to Job Information, Export Job, and then I'm going to choose Esprit. It asks me to save a zip file, which I'm going to do on my desktop. This usually takes a few seconds. When this is done, I'm going back into Esprit to File and open a MachiningCloud job. I'm going to select the file I just created. If I go to My Tools, I see I have two new tools here. If I select them, you can see which component and publisher I used to generate this tool. All of the information is coming directly from MachiningCloud, which is quite nice. I'm just going to use this tool to cut a pocket here, so I'm going to create a pocket operation. I can set all the values by default. I'm going to use my roughing tool, and then I want a finish tool for the walls and floor. Let's just set the parameters by default. I'm just going to leave a small stock allowance to have something to cut on my floor finish and my wall finish pass. And I'm validating, and then you will see your tool inside the simulation. Okay, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this presentation.